Hello everyone, and welcome to today's video where we are going to be giving this classic iconic Halloween bucket a makeover. It is super cute as is and it's such a classic look, but I think it would be so cool to decorate this differently and give it a little different makeover just to have fun this Halloween season. And what's inside? Oh wow, here are these little skeleton dinosaurs that I'm also going to give a makeover. Let's see what I can do. First, I'd like to note how much this bucket can hold. We've got dinosaurs, tape, and spray paint in here, so that's quite a bit, but let's start on the transformation. First, I'm going to put this paint and primer onto the pumpkin. I think that this will just help set everything and make it so my supplies goes on easier later, but doesn't my hand look superimposed into this image? Like, it doesn't look like it belongs there, which is hilarious and makes no sense, but it's fine. But I did both sides of the little dinosaurs, and then I coated everything twice, and here's what we have. Let's go back to the studio. Here is the bucket all spray painted and ready to be painted, but first let's tackle the dinosaurs. Let's see what we can do to these guys. I've already got some plans in mind for these dinosaurs, which I am very excited about. I want one to be sparkly, one to be purple, and one to be a yellow glow in the dark. So we're starting off on the T-Rex, and he's the one that's going to be yellow and glow in the dark. And right away, I was having a little bit of trouble, which made me kind of panic. The paint was not going on very smoothly at all. It was very patchy and it was going to take a lot of layers to build. So for now, we're going to set him off to the side and get some Mod Podge and start working on this sparkly dinosaur, aka the disco dinosaur. So I just put some Mod Podge on him, and then he did a little bit of a breakdance into the sparkles. That way I could make sure he was fully coated. And once I did that, I still didn't feel like he was sparkly enough, so I mixed some Mod Podge with the leftover sparkles. That way I could put the sparkles directly where I wanted them, and that helped. And now I'm moving on to the purple dinosaur. This one is a Triceratops, and I just want this one to be pretty simple. I just thought purple would be a perfect color for the Triceratops. And now we're doing the 100th layer on the T-Rex. That way someday he can be glow in the dark. These Posca pens were brought in to help fix the issue, and they actually worked really well on these dinosaurs, and I think they should add that to the back of the box, that these work on a variety of things, including dinosaurs. It's a good addition, and now it's time to make that T-Rex glow in the dark. So I added a couple of layers of this glow in the dark paint, and you'll have to see if it worked later. I show them off at the end of the video, but for now it's time to work on the pumpkin. There were a lot of different ways I could go with the pumpkin bucket, but I really wanted to paint it. But since the paint did not work very well on the dinosaurs, I decided to give the Posca pens a try. So I started off by just kind of filling the face back in and using a black Posca pen to do so. I felt like keeping it kind of classic in that way would help it be more recognizable as a pumpkin bucket, even if I changed the rest of the design a lot. That way this would still be recognizable and noticeable, and at first the Posca pens were doing an exceptional job, like A++ work here, like it looks so good. So I was very hopeful that the rest of the colors would do as good of a job, but after using the orange it was pretty clear that that was not going to be the case. I started doing these little drips all around the top of the pumpkin bucket, and I was excited about the orange. I felt like it would look like Halloween Town kind of vibes with it, but then it wasn't soon until I found out this really was not going to work. I used some paint to try and fill in the spaces in between because the Posca pen wasn't doing it, and this is how it turned out. It was very splotchy, so I wiped it off, and now we're going to try again. At first I thought I would have to do black drips all around the top, but then I decided to test out the red, and that worked on the bucket too, which was such a relief. I'm so glad I was able to use a different color other than black, because that would have been kind of, boring if it was just a black and white pumpkin instead of a colorful one. And at first I thought the red would be a little too morbid, but it actually turned out looking really, really cool. So I just did red drips all along the sides, and then I used the black Posca pen to add in some dimension, and then I decided to make the back side of the pumpkin black drips just to add in a little bit of variation to the whole design. Because the paint did not work on this pumpkin bucket, I was pretty limited in what I could do, but I still think in the end it turned out really well. I think if I do this again, I would probably just sew the whole pumpkin a couple of times instead of trying to use the primer that I used. I just don't think it was the best option for this project, but we still worked around it and I think it still came out really cute. I went in with a pink Posca pen to add in some more highlights and just to make it look a little bit less scary. I feel like the pink would make it look more cute and less terrifying. And then I tried to use my white Posca. It never works how I want it to, so let me know if you have tips for that. But anyway, then I went in with just some regular old white paint and started adding in some highlights and little sparkle spots on it. I felt like this just was a really cute touch and helped elevate it to a place where it just wasn't before, and I really like that I did this. You know how I love adding in detail, but anyway, I showed this to my husband and he said it was really cute and that it looked like paint was dripping down it, and I really like that since we're artists, here, and we like creating things. So that made a lot of sense to me and I felt like this was a cute way to think about it. It's like a little artist pumpkin and that was cute to me, so I liked that. I made this decision to paint the teeth white. Felt like it'd be a little quirky and different, and I think it turned out okay. I think it adds a little more character, so I'm good with it. It's cute and it's fun. But here is the final reveal for the dinosaurs first. Here they were before and here they are after. Now we've got glow in the dark dino, purple dino, and disco dino. So here is the disco dinosaur completely finished and sparkly as ever. Here is the glow in the dark dinosaur, which I reveal his glow later. And here is the purple dinosaur, which just came out so cute, and I love this shade of purple, grape taffy, just in case you were curious. And here is the pumpkin bucket, and here it was before, looking pretty simple, and here it is now, this little artist pumpkin bucket, and I think it is so cute and turned out so well. Here's a little side by side just to show it off a little bit more, and it's a lot of fun. In the end, I'm very, very happy with how it turned out. I think it's just so cute and so fun, and I love the sparkle. Look at that sparkle on the dinosaur too, just sparkles everywhere, which I love. Sparkle, sparkle, sparkle. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed these transformations, and if you did, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. Here is the glow in the dark dino, and if that's not enough glow in the dark, here are my nails, because check that out. But anyway, happy Halloween, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!